Here we go. We are into fight number 5. Let's bring into the blue corner, Jules Campbell.
So we've got Jules Campbell fighting out of Gamebred Academy. Basically, prior to taking on the UFE challenge, has no fight experience. So we're interested to see how much he has actually absorbed from his coaches coming into this session tonight. So basically, he's contributed to lots of PT sessions, lots of sparring, both light and hard, and that's both important. The light sparring is about learning how to play and put those combinations in, as opposed to just protecting your life, trying not to get knocked out. So that's a good opportunity to be able to do those kinds of stuff. He says he's also done some extra work with Ryan Bishop as well, which is going to be comforting knowing that he's in your corner, and you single out to that voice, being able to know that's what you're listening to when you're in there. It may seem strange, but for people who haven't been in the cage before, you kind of, the crowd roaring, you don't hear it. All you hear is your coaches. Yeah. Everything else is silent but them. So it's what you want to hear from your students.
Also, one of the best guys to train with and to be coached by at Gamebred Academy, Ryan Bishop.
Also doing those
Can we get some love for Jules?
Also doing those PTs one-on-one with someone are a really good way of advancing your striking and grappling in a really quick manner. If you ever get the chance to do a one-on-one with a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt,
one of the greatest. Absolutely fantastic.
Brilliant.
Yeah, I used to do it.
I'll pick a Russian wrestler any day, mate.
And in the red corner, his fellow UFE alumni, Liam Althaus.
Coming out of the red corner, we have Liam Althaus, another one of these UFC fighters. It's another UFC v UFE. I've read through this guy, the sheet we've got. Whenever someone's favourite day of training is sparring, you know there's that little bit of competitor about him. You know he loves the man-on-man competitive nature of the sport. It's not his first combat sport exposure. Coming from that Japanese Jiu-Jitsu, very, very much closer related to Judo than Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and kickboxing. So obviously he's done a little bit outside of the UFE program, but nothing extensive enough to have had an official match at any stage.
Yeah, anyone whose favourite night of the week is the Tuesday night sparring just worries me. If I was one of his training partners, low level to mid-range anxiety in the car before you get in on a Tuesday night, and this guy's coming in frothing for it.
My favourite sparring night's always the best night of the week in my opinion, but he's just let us know that his dad and his family's all here to see him, and for a young kid like himself, that's a really big motivator to come out here and really give it your all.
Yeah, I'm also looking at one of his training partners, Slick Nick. Mate, one of the greatest boxers I've seen jumping in the cage, and if he's roughly same weight classes, it'd be really, really helpful to have him in your corner.
Absolutely.
Make some noise for Liam!
He's looking. He says here in his sheet that he's looking to finish the fight. So this looks like it's going to be a real good stand-up affair. Really looking forward to this fight. Fight number 5 on our card tonight.
So UFE2, second installment.
Fight number 5 is brought to the team at Sting Australia. Don't forget they're doing 20% off. Check them out at the back just for you guys tonight. This is fight number 5. Another Ultimate Fight Experience match. Both boys going through the 20-week program. Introducing first, in the blue corner, Jules Campbell! And his UFE challenger, in the red corner, Liam Althaus! This is what UFE is all about. It's ultimate fight time!
What a great 360 by our always eclectic MC, Mr. Tim York.
That is a moment these two young men will always remember.
Yeah, straight into it now. Both gentlemen idolising Demetrius Mighty Mouse Johnson, former UFC and one champion.
Althaus got a nice early leg kick in. Oh, he's good with his feet.
Nice
It is
dexterity.
very strong kick.
There is clear opposing game plans straight away.
Yeah, Jules Campbell looking to put pressure here up against the cage. Liam Althaus doing very well with his underhooks here.
Yeah, Althaus is doing like the overhook to try and neutralise the underhooks, but Campbell's certainly looking for that ankle pick right now. Trying to get his hands clasped. They're clasped.
Looking
He's
for that
going for
double
a
leg.
walk. Going for a walk. Nice little weave, leg weave. A la
Working his way up into mount. That's a beautiful technique.
Khabib and all the rest of the tribe. And the whole idea, the reason of the leg lacing, why that's important, is you need at least one leg free to be able to move your hips out to be able to get out. But now he's in full mount, and he's Althaus is looking to use that left overhook, actually the double overhook, and putting pressure on the neck. So it's not quite a choke; it's more of a neck crank.
Correct, he's popped out there now, and it would have been a very uncomfortable position there for Jules Campbell to be in that position, but now he's got to where he wanted to get to. He's in full mount, he's in full control here. He's got Liam Althaus pinned against the cage, and now, like C-Class rules again, Craig, this is essentially a grappling contest now that we're in this position.
Absolutely, and the reason why that neck crank wasn't so much of a concern for Campbell is because he's in mount. He can hop off mount to release the pressure if he needs to.
If he needs to, correct.
But yeah, he felt like his head was going to pop
And
out.
it looks like he's giving away more. He's into side control here. He was trying to get the arm there of Jules Campbell, and he wasn't having much luck. He's transitioning into side control to see if he can work another submission from this position.
He's trying to. You can see him trying to isolate for that Americana.
Yeah.
One of the very first submissions you ever learn in Brazilian
He
Jiu-Jitsu.
should take his back here. He's almost got it. And that's a great effort by Liam Althaus to stand from that position where he was quite in a vulnerable. He had his back turned to Jules Campbell. He was in a vulnerable position. His back was almost taken, and he stood up straight away. He recognised the danger.
He's going for a single leg now. So now that he's given up that overhook on the left-hand side.
Double unders by Jules. Jules Campbell. That's a great position to be in against the cage.
Putting a lot of pressure here on Liam Althaus.
So one of the positives of having the double underhooks, obviously you've got control. But with Althaus, he's got the overhooks across, but he's also keeping his knees across, his hands across to stop the knees coming through. There's a nice big knee to the bread basket.
Yeah, and he's done that twice. He did it early. You could see that he hurt Jules Campbell with that first one.
Just flicked the fringe on that kick. Look forward to that coming
big
through for the
overhand
second
right.
round later on.
Big overhand right again, and right at the end, right on the buzzer.
Oh my God!
And that was a frantic finish to that round.
This is a tale of two different game plans, and it's whoever can take the other one into their area seems to be getting the better of it.
Well, Liam Althaus came back to his corner there, absolutely pumped up and shouting across the cage to the other corner because he is up for this fight. That was a really close round and really entertaining and really, really competitive between these two young. This is a great matchup.
I just like that they can come from the same program. They've done the same thing, yet we're seeing two young men find being comfortable in two completely different worlds of mixed martial arts. We have a more grappling focused young man, and we have a guy that just wants to stand and bang.
And this is what comes from having lots of quality fighters in your gym. You can basically train with the people who align better to your physical attributes.
Absolutely. We're into round two. This could go any way, and I can't wait to see how it goes.
Oh, great head kick. Great head kick. He's done that slip, very unfortunate slip there, and he's looking to hips get back and stand up, and now they're trading big heavy blows. As Liam Althaus chases Jules Campbell across this cage.
These two are just going hammer and tong to start this second round, and there's a bit of blood there. I wonder where that's coming from.
Bit of blood from the chin, it looks like. And Jules Campbell, he's got a cut in his chin.
A little bit from the chin. It might have been from those spinning back fists. Althaus threw him when he was in some trouble.
And in our fifth fight of the night, we see our first bit of clarity here in the cage.
And this is great because Ben Grant told him this. He's like, start swinging, step back, and then keep going in again. You saw him in the corner giving very clear instructions of what to do.
Yeah, great pressure by Liam Althaus there.
And Althaus throwing that kick at the end just showed a little bit more different looks to your fighter.
I'm just so shocked at Jules Campbell's composure.
Oh, what an uppercut! out and uppercut as he pours the pressure here on Jules Campbell. And Liam Althaus is really putting the pressure here now on Jules Campbell. Another big uppercut.
He's going with a lead uppercut followed by a left hook.
Oh, and he's just at another as he comes in and he gets a double leg takedown.
He's reversed it though, he's reversed it. So from that, Campbell initiated the takedown and Althaus was able to reverse it using the momentum.
It was such a great takedown. It was just the momentum of it, and he couldn't quite brace himself out.
Althaus is standing him up.
He's standing him up, and this is where he wants to fight. This is where Liam Althaus is starting to find his rhythm and find his range. You know, Jules Campbell's grappling is being really nullified by the pressure that Liam Althaus is putting on him. And this is such a fantastic combination. As he comes back in, Jules Campbell goes straight, recognises the danger, gets low, gets below the overhand right, and takes him down.
And you'll see what Althaus is doing here, pushing the neck away. It's just so he can't walk up as much. It neutralises, buys you some time, allow you to be active. But from this, Campbell's able to walk up the hips. And it's like climbing a ladder. You go one rung at a time as opposed to jumping and skipping steps.
Yeah, and we're getting deep now into this second round with half a minute to go with Jules Campbell here.
He's setting up a Kimura.
He's been looking for this previously.
He's got a Kimura lock on the far arm, but the cage is not his friend.
The cage is blocking him, yeah.
It's going to be really difficult to lock that up from here.
He's got that side control position. There's about 15 seconds left in this round. He's got that. He's getting the grip on it, but again, he just doesn't have the leverage, and he's got to work against the cage. The cage will block him here. And Liam Althaus working really well from his position, throwing knees to the body, throwing shots where he can. That was a great round, Dougie. Can you call that round?
I never would. This is the sort of thing that you would never see someone in, unless, I don't know if their coaches have any idea. I don't know if the fans have any idea. I certainly have not even a close to a thought. But what do you think these fighters are feeling coming into this third round? They've got 20 weeks on the line. Everything's up in limbo. What are they going to go forward with?
I would hope they're not thinking anything other than listening to their coaches. So right now, both coaches are very, very animated, giving different instructions on what they want to do. So Ryan Bishop is basically telling him where he wants to initiate. Nice little slap there to wake Campbell up. Get in it. I.e., you're in the last round, mate. Get it going. But Ben Grant was very much laying down what he wants to see from Althaus, like what combinations and the variants coming through. So
very animated in the corners, both sets of coaches, Ben Grant and Ryan Bishop. Oh, and Jules Campbell's coming in again for the takedown. He's looking to try and get.
He's almost got a neck.
That guillotine could be. Popped out.
He slipped out. The guillotine was there if he was able to get the hand movement.
A straight up full mount, very smooth, very smooth.
Super smooth entry from Campbell there.
He's looking for an armbar. He's looking for an armbar. It's close. Oh, he slipped it.
Oh, he did the old hitchhiker. A variation of the hitchhiker.
I love the hitchhiker.
Absolute carnage here at the Ultimate Fight Experience.
Executes another takedown. There's no guillotine threat here because if his hand was too far down. It was more across his chest than his neck. And Campbell's able to just go straight back up in that position. He's had a look for the armbar this time. See if he goes for it again and he tightens it up a bit more.
He loves isolating that far arm.
He does, yeah.
He's obviously most comfortable with that sort of attack.
With that submission, yeah. And again, he's out in the open now. He's not blocked by the cage, so it's a good opportunity to try and pick it again.
It is.
Yeah, for those watching at home, the reason he slipped off that first armbar attempt is he wasn't controlling the shoulder, focusing on the wrist only. So once the shoulder's free, you can move, and hence there was a modified hitchhiker choke that Althaus got out of.
The hitchhiker's escape is so good in that scramble. He used it perfectly. But we're in a scenario now where they're both struggling to isolate and really get into it, and it's because the pace of this fight has been so incredible. Their minds are going one step at a time.
And Jules Campbell now in a very, very strong position. You can see he's got his forearm really pushed into the face and the neck of Liam Althaus, and this is a very, very strong position for him deep here in the third round.
Yeah, what you see is he's trying to isolate both elbows together, and that basically allows him to either go for an armbar either side,
He's looking for that armbar again.
Almost again, but once again, Althaus got his shoulder to the ground and he aborted the armbar as a result.
And Althaus is very strong in the hand fight. When they're wrist fighting, hand fighting, he's very, very strong. He's certainly holding his own.
Yeah, and this is where the B class rules, when you start punching in the head, kind of opens up some of these positions, but C class makes it a little bit trickier.
It does, yeah. Like, they can still punch to the body, they can still knee to the body from the floor. They just can't punch the head. Obviously, there's no elbows. They can put pressure on the neck and the face, which is what you've seen Jules Campbell do here to Liam Althaus, probably from the last 30 seconds, 50 seconds or so. He's putting pressure, and that disrupts his breathing, makes it very uncomfortable. And when he's worried about that, then he can set up something like an armbar into the last final seconds here, this third round.
Yeah.
And he's wailing down some body punches, looking to assert some more dominance in the eyes of the judges here. And that's the fight over. Fantastic show of martial arts from both these men.
Oh, this one goes back to the judges of the all 3 rounds and the cumulative result. So how do they see it? What do they cover off? It'll be interesting to see.
And they both just displayed such great dominance in their area in all 3 rounds. So it's really depending on how the judges are going to see what is more important to them individually. It's another one of those fights. I think they're both equally deserving. Whatever they decide, I think is perfectly fine by me.
It's part of the UFE program. You know, it's one thing to train for 20 weeks, it's one thing to spar, and it's one thing to walk into the cage, but to put on a show like that, their courage and the discipline, both of these guys, it was a back and forth fight. Here's Tim York with the decision.
And that's the thing, the whole piece here is that, like, 20 weeks, they've got this to showcase. Like, some people never ever choose to have a fight. They've done 20 weeks of hardcore training. You can see the level of, just in terms of submission attacks, defense, takedown, striking, all that's in 20 weeks. Like, if they choose to come on further on, like, it's amazing.
And also the stress that they have to go through. That anyone that's had a fight knows that 2 weeks coming into it is probably some of the most stressful periods of your life.
There we go, a classic striker versus grappler war. It's gone to the judges' scorecard with a unanimous decision. In the blue corner, Jules Campbell!
Honestly, well deserved. Implemented his game plan.
Huge effort for the boys!
Implemented his game plan, really got that pressure against the cage. Great ground control.
And again, amazing, like we touched on during commentary, 2 guys training the same program, the same gym, and came out with 2 completely different game plans. And Jules Campbell taking a win here tonight.
That's such a big nod to the organisation and the program itself, where they train together all the time, yet they have the freedom to have their own style within it.
Jules, congratulations, mate. First of all, well done on the win. A hard fight, a very competent striker. He was coming at you so hot. First of all, it's got to feel pretty good to get there. That was not an easy win.
Yeah, it was pretty hard. I'm not the striker, but I know how to grapple, so I just took him down and just try to maintain control on top, and yeah, that seemed to work.
Brilliant win. You've seen him in for the 20 weeks. You've seen what he's got. Were you anticipating him becoming this hot? Were you afraid of what he might bring at you?
No, I was pretty shocked when I got hit a few times. Like, I think my chin's pretty fucked. I can't really tell, but yeah, we'll see.
Do you get back in? Are we going to see more fights from you?
From me? Maybe. Yeah, probably, but I think I need a bit more training before I fight again.
Well done, mate. A valiant win. Enjoy the night.